Welcome to Creamer Media's Resources Watch, the weekly video roundup of the events and people making and shaping the news in the mining industry. This week, DRDGold building initial 20 megawatt solar and 100 megawatt storage at Ergo gold operation. DRDGold has 41 programs to take mine communities out of poverty, and its records all round for Glencore in terrific 2021. With a view to reducing its carbon footprint as well as addressing the uncertainty of the supply and cost of electricity, surface gold mining company DRDGold has taken a decision to construct a solar power plant and a power storage facility at Ergo.
We do have plenty of land available around Ergo. In fact, DRDGold is probably one of the largest landowners in Johannesburg with north of 6,000 hectares. But there, right next to the plant, is more than sufficient land where we could build the plant, the solar panels, as well as the storage facility as well, which is modular in design. And we could link it up with the grid, link it up with the tailings facility as well as the plant, also feed back into the grid, hopefully to ultimately also draw power at some of the other operations, against some of the units that go back into the grid. It's a project that's been 5 years in the making. So we were cautious to begin with in terms of the sort of technology that we wanted to invest in. The model wasn't entirely convincing initially, but I think we'd reached the stage now where both the volatility of supply, the quality of supply, and also the pricing of supply, those things have just escalated to a point where you simply you cannot wait any longer. The technology is also rapidly improved. The panels now compared to the panels 5 years ago, it's been a quantum improvement in terms of efficiency, et cetera, and quality, durability. We're on a high hail belt and so forth. So all of those were important considerations. So we're starting out initially with about roughly 1/3 of what the total project design envisages over a longer period of time. And we're setting it up in such a way that we're feeding back into the Eskom grid, not the municipal grid. This goes back into the Eskom grid. It's one of the reasons why there's also been a bit of a regulatory design, because we just could not get the municipality across the line. They wouldn't sign consents. They wouldn't budge. They literally stonewalled this thing. So we had to find a way to get straight back into Eskom and their grid. Hence the 88 kVA line that is going to go into the Eskom substation at the Brakpan tailings dam.
DRDGold highlighted its 100 million rand plus half-year contribution to the fiscus in income tax as an important current underpin of social systems that are helping the country to avoid abject poverty.
On the one hand, we've made a very significant contribution and continue to make a very significant contribution into the fiscus by way of income tax. The money currently being spent by government in terms of social grants is probably one of the most important things that's happening in South Africa. The fact that we do have a very healthy social support system, and one of the main things standing between us and abject poverty as a nation. So on the one hand, we're putting money into the system that finds its way back into the communities where we operate, and on the other end, at the other end of that scale, almost I suppose another closed economy loop here, we are focusing a lot of our social investment effort on the development of that informal economy. So the picture that you're seeing on the screen here, which is of a farm that's sort of taken the next step out of the little beds, the little trenches, into something slightly bigger and on its way to becoming a sustainable enterprise.
2021 was a terrific year for Glencore, with reported record EBITDA of $21.3 billion, a record marketing performance EBIT of $3.7 billion, and a record industrial business performance of $17.1 billion EBITDA.
2021 was a terrific year for the company. We've printed a record adjusted EBITDA of $21.3 billion, a record marketing performance in our marketing and trading business, a EBIT of $3.7 billion, and our industrial business, a $17.1 billion adjusted EBITDA. All of those records across our business. Our net debt is now significantly below our cap of 10 billion, down to 6 billion, and as a result, we've been able to announce a $4 billion distribution back to shareholders, That will be made up of cash of 3.45 billion and a buyback of 550 million.
For mining news as it breaks, stay logged onto miningweekly.com and register for our free daily newsletter.